The bus fire in Kurnool has claimed 20 lives. It had claimed 20 lives, of course, and DIG K. Praveen confirmed conclusive proof that the two-wheeler rider B. Shivashankar had alcohol in his system when his bike slipped on a wet road and toppled, triggering the chain of events that led to the massive blaze. The Bengaluru-bound private sleeper bus carrying 41 passengers ran over the fallen motorcycle near Chinnatekur village and dragged it for nearly 300 meters before an explosion engulfed the vehicle in flames. Most passengers were asleep and stood no chance of escaping. The inferno reduced the bus to a metal shell, with forensic teams later called in for DNA identification of victims. Shivashankar, a granite worker from B. Tandrapartu village, had left home that night, telling his mother he had worked in Dhon. His pillion rider reportedly tried to move him and the bike away before the collision. Prime Minister Narendra Modi expressed deep sorrow, announcing ₹2 lakh ex gratia for the families of the deceased and ₹50,000 for the injured. Leaders across states, including Chandrababu Naidu, Revant Reddy, Pawan Kalyan, Siddaramaiah and DK Shivkumar, have also offered condolences. I have my guest on the broadcast joining me, K. Praveen, who is the Kurnool Range DIG. Now, Mr. K. Praveen, my first question to you is that I have been reading online. You know, there's a lot of back and forth on what actually happened. What can you tell us?
On the good afternoon. Actually, on the day of accident, when the first driver got panicked and he absconded from the scene of fault, right? Later, at around 1 p.m., he reported to the police station. In the initial interrogation, he has revealed to us that he didn't hit the bike and bike was lying flat on the road, but we didn't have authenticated or verifiable information. We were trying to cross-check it. Meanwhile, the next morning, there was with the verification of CCTV photographs, just 10 kilometers prior to the accident spot, there was a fuel pump where we have found the CCTV footage of the pillion rider and the deceased person. From there, we got to know about the whereabouts of the pillion rider, and after speaking with him, we confirmed that the driver's version was absolutely correct. So, as per the pillion rider's version, both of them had a meal together and also consumed alcohol. But that consumption of alcohol was confirmed today morning by the FSL. In the Vizira, alcohol samples were traced. So, accordingly, the vehicle's headlight wasn't functioning. So, while traveling in a rash manner, they hit by the divider which was in the middle, and both of them fell down. This pillion rider had minor injuries, and he checked up the bike rider who was not breathing. So, he pulled the dead body of the rider aside to the side of the road. And before he could pull the vehicle, the bus was coming and bus rammed into the bike which was lying flat on the road.
Now, Mr. K. Praveen, my question to you is also that, you know, what are the precautions? Now, this accident could have clearly been avoided. What, in your opinion, should the steps be taken in the direction where such things don't occur?
Yeah, actually, ma'am, the Automobile Research Association of India has issued certain guidelines, and from 2023, December, they have been enforced. For the AC sleeper coaches, there are certain norms where absolutely fireproof material has to be used inside the coaches. Also, certain fire alarms and certain systems are in place. That is with effect from 2023. Regarding the old buses, yes, our government has started a drive against the old buses to ensure fire safety mechanism inside the sleeper AC coaches.
Now, Mr. K. Praveen, I have one question to you. Now, I want to understand from you, was the bus also speeding, or as per you, was it not driving in a certain way which has caused the accident? Because that's what I'm reading online. So what can you tell me?
No, I can confirmly tell bus was on the right side, towards the right lane. there were stretch marks and bus was at a reasonable speed, not over speed, because the stretch marks aren't too far. But only we can give you the conclusive information after obtaining data from the Scania engineers, because they have the data. They can read they can exactly give us pinpointed information at the point of collision and the application of brake, what was the speed of the vehicle. Only Scania people would be. We are waiting for them to give their report.
Right, Mr. Praveen. Now, my final question to you would be that, of course, there has been a lot, 2 lakh rupees ex gratia, which has been offered to the victims. But have they been contacting the authorities as well?
Yeah, all the 19 victims have been identified. We have received their DNA samples in the morning. The process of handing over the bodies is right now happening in Kurnool.
All right. And now, Mr. Praveen, I also want to ask you that, we are seeing that most of the passengers were asleep and they did stand no chance of escaping. What about the emergency exits in the bus? Were they functioning?
Actually, unfortunately, the exit towards the driver side and the emergency exit didn't function. That was one of the reasons for the number of, higher number of casualties. It was, in fact, if you could categorically state it, was the second driver who took the lead role by breaking open the glasses with the jockey rod, which are used for changing tires and saving people.
Very unfortunate incident there, viewers. This is very, very disturbing. A tragedy that could have been clearly avoided. And of course, I mean, we are seeing that there has been a lax on both the sides, the bike and the bus. Clearly, if precautions are taken, such tragedies can surely be avoided.